Welcome back, guys, to the JMU dynasty. Here in the offseason, looking to make some big moves, improve our team. And our first move, our offensive coordinator is taking a job somewhere else. We'll have to look for another, as might go with Ralph Patterson. He's a scheme guru, kind of like that. He has a pipeline from Virginia as well. So maybe more in-state commits. It's also like the motivator one too. As Barry, his is looking pretty good. Former head coach from Marshall. As we'll offer to Barry first. We'll see. Maybe he is interested in taking an offensive coordinator position here. But one thing I want to go over, some stats, some awards. As player of the year, Kevin Stacy was number 2. He just eliminated us. None of us. Head coach of the year, Coach Paul got in there at number 10. Best quarterback, no McPherson. Best defensive player, Chuck Knox ends up winning it. After Marcellus Nash won it last season. Julian Tanko in there as well. Best defensive back, Keon Keenan in there. Best running back, Alec McPrescott sneaks in. Best receiver, none of ours. Lombardi Award, Chuck Knox at number 2. Unitas Golden Arm, McPherson was not. Best defensive end, Chuck Knox does win that one. Best interior lineman, no tight ends. As Joey Casey, he ends up becoming 12th for best assistant coach. And I do wonder where he went, and we'll see if we could look at that. As Julian Tanko, number 2 for best linebacker, best center, kicker, punter, definitely not going to be on here, best returner. As those are the awards. As All-American will check out as well. Nobody first team or second team or freshman. Sunbelt freshman, Damian Joseph, Tony, both in there. First team, though, Alec McPrescott got it. Chuck Knox, Conrad Carter, Josh Daniels all got in on the Sunbelt first team. Jared October and Julian Tanko with John Lewis in the Sunbelt second team. So pretty solid. And we'll check out some stats here. Travis McPherson started off slow, had a bad end to the season, but a very, very good quarterback for us this year. 3,600 yards, 31 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, a 68% completion percentage, and a great season from him. McPrescott, same, almost 1,335 yards, almost 6 yards a carry, 9 touchdowns. As we got to get some more running backs involved next season. Philip Amar would have been really nice to have side by side with McPrescott. As Frederick Ware led the team in catches with 7,802 yards, 8 touchdowns. Tony Reese second with 748 yards, 4 touchdowns. Lambeau will be leaving us as 55 catches, 607 yards, and 5 touchdowns. His best season on this JMU team. As Jared October, 524 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jewel found his way in with 5 touchdowns. As Mechie's also leaving us, he had 5 touchdowns. And David might not be as big as people think, but he had a receiving touchdown. He also had, if I could find him, 6 rushing touchdowns. That's 7 touchdowns we got to replace next season. As blocking, Sizemore gave up the most sacks, but we do have 3 offensive linemen leaving us next season. Gonna have to replace them. As Coney led the team in tackles with 90. 24 tackles from loss from Chuck Knox. 20 for Tanko. This is still a younger defense. Nobody crazy is really leaving us. Knox led the team in tackles or sacks with 13. Tanko with 10. As Eastman is leaving us, but he got limited play time. John Lewis is going to be a big loss. As Elovis is also going to be a big loss. Probably the biggest loss. As he had 7 interceptions last season. As Keon Keenan with 6. John Lewis with 4. Cade with 3. A couple other players with 1. Placing George Elovis will probably be the biggest ass of this offseason. As Tony with 4 forced fumbles. Chuck Knox with 3. Only able to recover 4 fumbles, though. A lot of forced fumbles. Got to be able to recover more. But we'll see if we can see staff moves. He had to have gone for a head coaching job. So we'll just check quickly. As he goes to Tulsa, see if we could schedule them next season. Face our former offensive coordinator. But we're going to advance one more week. It's going to be Auburn versus Texas. We'll see who knocked out Oregon. As it was Texas, beat them by 10. Oregon's a very good team. We'll see if we got our guy, and we did. Barry Tompkins is coming here for 3 years. Former head coach. Great to have that. We're able to get another right tackle in recruiting. No other needs to be here. Gonna sim pass this week. It's pro potential. Seems like it went up a little bit. Players leaving. Did anybody get drafted? Nobody got drafted. But a decent amount of players leaving. Solid overalls. John Lewis and Elovis definitely going to be the hardest to replace. Everybody else, in my opinion, is replaceable. So we're not losing a crazy amount of players. But and this is our best recruiting class yet, so it's exciting. As I doubt anybody did get drafted. Nope. As we're going to check out the transfer portal. See if maybe a couple players interested in us. We only have a couple. It's Mitch Russo and a couple of 2-stars. Take the players of need. Wonder if Jeremiah Mama ended up transferring again. Any 4-stars interested in coming here? Does not look like it. No 5-stars. I'm just not interested in going after a bunch of 2-stars. Is maybe we go after the corner. Maybe. Just to get more depth. We'll see his stats. So an underwhelming transfer portal after making it to the playoffs. Was expecting a lot more. We will scout them. 90 speed for a linebacker is crazy. We're going to send the house on him right away. The freshman 2-star isn't bad, though. Definitely could work with him. A junior 2-star is going to a little different. Maybe a higher overall, but not as much potential. As the running back, 89 speed's pretty solid. Only 82 speed for this corner. And Get him out of here. Cannot deal with that. Because we do have a bunch of... You find a gem late. Bunch of players that we're already going after from high school, so continue going after them. Phil would be our third quarterback. It's a pretty good class so far. I mean, maybe we just go after some transfer portals. There are some quarterbacks interested or available. Because I don't believe we played any of them. Is maybe the freshmen's. We definitely need to get some receivers. Some guys that could just come in now and play. We'll scout all of them. Same with a strong safety. If there's any. Nope, none interested. No free safeties. Any other corners? Doesn't look like it. Maybe next week there'll be some. I'm not sure if that's how it works. Just scout some of these guys, see how they look. 94 throw power, 82 speed is definitely very good. As a freshman, definitely going to try and get in on that. Cribbs, 88 throw power, 78 speed. He'd be a decent backup, and we could definitely use a ready backup quarterback. 87 speed, not awful, not great. That's what Quincy Lambeau had. Not really looking for another Quincy Lambeau, though. 88 speed is kind of like the bare minimum I'm willing to take. Stephen Wire. 89 speed, a little better. They all got a little bit better. Maybe go after the tight end that was interested, and offensive lineman never hurt. Last three players, and then we'll sim the week, see where we're at with everybody. .82 strength. Just solid DN, nothing crazy. Laudermilk. Definitely a mediocre blocker, so maybe he's more of a receiving tight end. As offensive lineman, I would gladly take any offensive lineman, honestly. We could get all the help we need as on the O-line. As we'll just add 5 to pretty much everybody. Not an exciting transfer portal. Very good class, but portal thought would be a little bit better, especially after the year we just had. Expecting a little bit more. And then we'll just sim the week, see where we're at with everybody there. As we do get a right guard, but we are out on Cribbs and the left end, which is fine as well. Just didn't make the cut for them. Do get another offensive lineman though, and he was a gem. Send a couple guys on a visit. He's an athlete, 92 speed, definitely. Didn't know he was that good. We'll send the quarterback on a visit. Maybe he's interested. The safety, 82 speed. And he's a bust, just can't do it. We're just gonna start adding some more points. If we can send him on a visit, we will. Can scan Mitch. Don't know anything about him just yet, though. Really want Mitch and Steve Wire. Both of them could definitely make an impact on this team. Any receiver, really. We can send Jared Sanders in on a visit. We'll see if anything opened up in the portal, maybe. And maybe we'll look at Slater. Always use more tackles. Let's take a look at some of them. Didn't mean to offer him a scholarship, but we'll look at 89 throw power, 88 speed. We haven't had that really. I mean, we had J.C. Evans, but he was never the most accurate. It's Robbins, 81 speed, looks kind of like an edge rusher almost. He's a freshman. Definitely like that a lot. Good pass blocking, solid strength as well. He's also only a freshman as we'll go. Give these guys some more. So a couple guys sneaking in on the end right there. As we'll send it to next week. So nobody commits. Nobody locks us out either though. So this is a risky game. We got a lot of players we're going after. We will start to take some off if we know we're just not going to get them. We did jump in the lead for all of those guys. Laudermilk, we're moving up. We'll send them on a visit. Burks, we're also moving up on. Send him on a visit. Do want to get Russo in on a visit quickly. We are starting to lose out on Stephen Wire. It's looking rough for some of these receivers we're trying to get. Sanders just doesn't look like we're going to get him. He's a very good quarterback, just doesn't look promising. Send him on a visit. Slay doesn't look like it. Maybe we get Casey. It's a big maybe though. Smith, we got the lead. We're gonna be out on him. It's a close one here. We'll add some more to him. So we'll just go all in on Wire. Give him the 50. Send the house. Maybe we could get back into this battle, but Stanford's kind of pulling away. as we'll head into week 4 of the recruiting. Not as busy of an off season as we would like, as we do get David Null. As we are losing out on some other players. Burks locks us out. Goodwill locks us out. But David Null does keep us in. So I don't really want to waste a visit on him. So we'll max him out with points with 50. Casey doesn't look like it. Another team just joined the battle. Mitch Russo, we're doing everything we can. And we did jump in the lead for Stephen Wire. Send Rowe on a visit as well. Fairs, not looking too good for him either. We'll try everything we can. It's going to be kind of maxing out all of these players to 50. As we'll just send him on a visit. It's all good. Also just max him out as well. Laudermilk, we're right there on the edge. We're out of visits, so we can only max out the rest of the players since we don't even know everything for him. Could try and figure it out though. Could be pro potential. Could also be playing time. As not gonna risk it, just gonna send the house. Robbins, trying to get him as well. I believe it's most likely that. In on the lead for him and in on the lead for Slater. Just got his old coach, so hopefully we could get him as well. And everybody else is maxed. Don't think Penn State's going to go after him. So we're just going to advance to next week. I think this is going to be a really good class for us. As we do get Mitch Russo, and that was the biggest one we were worried about. And he is going to be an instant game record, game changer for this defense. As Laudermilk goes to Memphis, we didn't get any of the receivers. We were jumped by multiple teams, and we did everything we could. Didn't get Casey. And Syracuse got Patrick Smith. We did get Calvin, though. This was a really good transfer portal, especially with Mitch Russo. We'll see what class we were. As we did end up first in the Sun Belt Conference at 36. Coastal Carolina right behind us. The 2 stars might have lowered us, but a really good class for us. As where would that rank in the ACC? About midway, a little bit higher than midway through the pack. As the American. Do we move to the American or the ACC? I think the ACC is tougher. And we got Virginia Tech and Virginia. So more in-state rivals. It's just who would we take out for them? Probably the worst team. But we'll check out some of these transfers. See how good they are. As Slater is going to be a 70 overall, 88 speed quarterback. That was pretty good. Dante and Trufant are going to be really good for us. And then we got Samson. As we did get another center. He is so far our highest overall center. And we got a right tackle, I believe, as well. I think it was Riviere. 68 isn't bad either. And then we got an outside linebackers, Robbins. They're freshmen though, so they can develop a lot. And Mitch Russo, only a sophomore, 81 overall, 90 speed linebacker. He's going to change his defense. The sideline to sideline speed. Because we do have Calvin. Do we put him at receiver? 92 speed. We do need receivers pretty badly. You also need someone to move. It's a fullback. Maybe it's Henry. He's a little small, but kind of just need somebody there. As receiver is looking a lot better than it was. With Calvin in here and Lemur, Jewel's going to be going up. Looking a lot better than what it was. Tight end, definitely have to go after a couple next season. Corey Wiley will finally get some playing time. As the offensive line, got to move some things around. Put one of these freshmen over at left guard. Like depth at the guard position, so we'll throw another one over. Same with the tackle position. Throw one of the freshmen over there. And one of the red-shirted freshmen. Because we'll throw Jewel. The Jewel brothers got him last offseason. Alright, looking better now. JT Johnson might be coming for that starting position too. Left end. Definitely going to have to recruit some ends going forward. Gonna move Jeffrey over there. And then have him just start. DTs, I feel like we're fine. We could definitely use some. Definitely need a lot going into next season, honestly. 2 seniors, 2 juniors, only 1 freshman. Outside linebacker. Maybe one can move. Gentry says he's a speed rusher. We'll move him to left end. Robbins, run stuffer, pass coverage. Rowe's going to be pretty good. Going to redshirt him. Joseph. For some reason goes up to 83. The other outside linebacker position. Stacy, 74 overall middle linebacker. I'm really excited for this cornerback room. Looks really good. Can't wait to see some of the developments too. Gonna have to recruit a couple more. Manuel should be the free safety. Along with Tony. Possibly even the strong safety of the future. I think I am gonna move him to strong safety. I think that's the plan. Maybe the strong safety of the future. Next season he takes over for Jay Stevens. And then a kicker, not the best. Punter, also not the best. Need to see some development from both of them. I think that's the best the team's going to get as of right now. Offense is a little lopsided compared to the defense, but going into training should be getting a lot better as we do level up again. Training results. The defense is very good. Samson didn't really develop. Now it's going to make my decision at quarterback a lot harder. Alec McPress got a 92 overall. Luke Fury up to an 85. Henry went up to, 72? Tony Reese up to an 86. Craig Jewell up to an 81. Frederick Ware still going to get playing time, of course. As Jared October up to a 90. Very good for him. JT Johnson up to a 78. Overtook the senior. He will be starting. Some close battles here. Nothing for center, I guess. As right guard, Marco Pierre going to be starting very soon. Right tackle, Sizemore has on lock for now. Left end, Gammon does overtake Emmanuel Jeffrey. And Gentry right behind both of them as well. Chuck Knox up to a 91. Conrad Carter, Josh Daniels 89s. Julian Tanko 88. Coney up to an 88. Shamar Hare 94 speed at linebacker. That is insane. He's going to be extremely good for us. Only a sophomore, too. Dakota McNutt up to an 89. Cade up to an 88. 97 man, 54 zone. Just never developed zone coverage for him. Cole Theis gained a couple speed, too, and that was big because he was not the fastest. Like this cornerback room a lot now. Tony up to an 82. Didn't jump too crazy. Strong safety Jay Stevens stayed around the same. The kicker went up a decent amount of overalls. Definitely take that. The punter, not bad, but a very good roster heading into this season. And this season, we should be able to do better, a lot better. As I do want to use my coaching points. I've been working on the architect. I'm going to upgrade Limitless one more time. Or the passing QB. Maybe they could start randomly jumping up in overall during these training results. Going to advance to next week. Training results went pretty well. As now it's time for the custom conference. We are going to make the move to the ACC. Who do we take out? Louisville went 1-11. They just don't seem like a Sun Belt team, though. They did do the worst. I think I'm going to leave them in here. They are the lowest overall, too, though. I think I'm going to move them. So we're going to move Louisville to the Sun Belt Conference for us. And now we are headed to the ACC. We fit in right, pretty much average for overall for everybody. So it's going to be much, much more difficult going forward. Do we have to encourage any transfers? We don't. That is also a great sign. As we'll advance to next week in the ACC now. Schedule is going to be looking a lot different. As we will go over, let's do Preseason top 25. We're ranked at number 6. Preseason All-Americans. Would be shocked if we had anybody, honestly. Maybe Mick Prescott for second team. He is not. So we'll check the ACC. They do have Jared October, Conrad Carter, Josh Daniels, all on the second team, so that's interesting. As we will go over red shirts. As do I start a true freshman at quarterback? You're going to redshirt Edmond. '92 to '94. I mean, Dante has some better throwing sets, are about even. Do we go with Joey Sampson? He doesn't have the deep ball accuracy. Throwing the pressure is not great. It's going to be interesting, and I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to leave that for next week. Start the video off by showing you guys the new starting quarterback. Think we're going to redshirt. Do we redshirt any of the receivers? I don't believe we can. It's just not that deep yet. I think we got to start both Calvin and Lemur. Redshirt a couple of these guys. As I don't know if I could redshirt Nate. Only one other center on. Was it redshirt Cameron, George, David Null. Gonna start Mitch Russo. We are gonna redshirt Stacy though. We'll redshirt Rowe. Cornerbacks, John Grubb. We are gonna redshirt him. We are gonna redshirt Emmanuel. Jay Stevens got that position now, but next season it's probably gonna be Emmanuel. Quarterback's just gonna have to find out for next week. We'll do custom schedules now, as they want us to play #1 Texas. That is insane. As I do want to see if we can get, who was it? What was the school my coordinator went to? I think it was Tulsa. I want to see if we could get Tulsa on our schedule. That would be fun. Playing our old coordinator. I know they're not the best school. But would be fun to get Tulsa. As we're able to play them here, and we are going to play them. And then we need to find an opponent for this FCS school. So we could go West Virginia. They're in the Big 12, but we haven't played them yet. We've played all the other Virginia teams. And a brutal schedule. So we'll begin the year playing #1 Texas. Then week 7, #3 Miami. Then Duke. Then Clemson. We do avoid Virginia Tech though, luckily. It's going to be a rough schedule, but I like it. Really testing this team. As we'll see what we need. We need 3 running backs, 3 receivers, all the offense linemen, pretty much an entire defense. And we have 5 stars interested in us. That is wild. This is the first time we've had 5 stars want to come here. And just moving up. We'll go after all the 5-star or 4 stars we can now. We'll stop there. There's a gem middle linebacker. Offer everybody scholarships, then go over recruiting. Now this team is really starting to get scary good. Maybe finally we're able to win a national championship in the next year or two. So he has a deal breaker already. Playing time. Okay, we'll keep him on the board for now. Just a couple more guys gonna offer scholarships too, and then, I mean, we're not guaranteed to get any of these guys, just hoping to get kind of the same amount of 4-stars we got last year, around like 5 to 10 every year. He's gonna keep improving this team. 88 speed, looked like a running back there. 95 speed, he's a bust, but that speed is, can't teach speed. 95 throw power as a quarterback. This is what we weren't able to get in the Sun Belt Conference. Winning those 2 Sun Belt championships has really changed this program. Now we're able to get players that we weren't able to. He had 90 speed, I think that's set as an outside linebacker. 97 as a corner. Offensive lineman even look good. A bust there, which is fine. He could hit the road, buddy. So these other corners got him beat anyways. You don't want somebody that's not willing to compete. Getting gem after gem. There's very good players on this recruiting board. Super excited for next season. The biggest question still remains: who will be this team's starting quarterback for week 1? Got three in mind right now. It's gonna be hard to choose, but gotta make a decision at some point. And we'll do that in week 1, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.